Hello again. Welcome back to another daily buying of Isaac Repentance. It is I had to think there for a second. I'm kind of tired. It's February 12th right now. Wee morning. Oh god, soy milk. What is this? Another curated run. I don't know if I want that thing. If I got soy milk, I don't know if I want that. Oh boy. Man, I am tired. I got up this morning real early. I didn't get much sleep again. I don't know what the deal was, but I just couldn't sleep for long. My body's kind of feeling it right now, but I want to get a couple of Isaacs in tonight. Just so I got a pretty decent backlog. By the way, we're coming close to 1,000 videos with Isaac Repentance. Golly gee willikers, I'll say. Can't believe it. Took me about 2 years to get to this point. Which at the time I was doing like 5 videos a day, and then I kind of reduced it to like 1 video per day kind of deal. Because I pretty much completed everything I need to complete on this. I don't want to get too burnt out of the game, you know? Come here, you. Oh boy. I'm going to open a window real quick here. Because it's getting hot. Getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. By the way, I went to Walmart yesterday looking for that sweet new Pepsi flavor, which is the Peeps, something like that, Peeps flavor. I guess they have a couple different ones, like the regular flavor, which is like yellow or something, yellow can. Then they got like, I think a blue one and a pink one. And they're still not selling it. At least this Walmart I went to. My hometown, they're selling them right now like hotcakes. So I guess it's gonna be a matter of time before it hits to that Walmart that I went to. I guess I could have just called instead of walking all the way out there, but you know. I did need the exercise, and besides the weather was really nice today, so take advantage any way I can, I guess. Instead I bought a Pepsi. Pepsi Nitro or whatever. Which I wanted to see if maybe they might have fixed it, but no, they didn't. It's basically, I mean, it's supposed to be like carbonated drink, right? And it's just flat. Carbonated drinks like have carbon dioxide kind of deal in it or whatever. Um Actually, you know what? We can just go back in there. What am I taking this damn thing for? If I can just use a self-sacrifice room. You silly goose. Wasted all that health for nothing. So anyways, yeah, I went out to Walmart, couldn't find it. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna get a Pepsi, regular Pepsi. And then they got Cadbury eggs for a pretty good price, I guess. Puberty. Puberty? What is this hunkadory horseshit? Oh. Okay, let's see if this is gonna be enough now. Alright, that's not bad. Oh no, all your points, your ranks. Oh no. Oh no, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose, Sonny boy. Or would that be the dream, just to lose on a daily? Oh, look at that. We got monies. They're going to save me from this nothing I've become. Oh, that's just kinds of dandy. And then I also got myself a Coca-Cola afterwards. Oh, shit. There we go. And we find that poop afterwards. All right. Fantastic. I guess we just pop this, right? Make it a little easier on me. With some homing. Oh boy, especially with this kicking on. Speed captain. There are quite a few people out and about at Walmart today because of the weather warming up. I haven't been to Walmart in like months, honestly. I guess we grab this because it gives me a black card and then this. Sure. Not really any damage ups and stuff yet. I'm actually lucky enough to get a devil deal. I've been finding like weird stuff along the way too to the store. There was like the sole of someone's from someone's shoe laying in the middle of this grass and stuff like that. Just weird stuff like that. Like today, I seen on Facebook in my hometown about someone had found a cart. it was like a shopping cart, of course, but they talk about, oh, I tried calling the police and da da da. Move it, and they didn't. I'm like, or you could have just did it. And it had some weird stuff in it too. Like it had like, I don't know, big chunks of concrete and everything. And a random like skull bag of some sort. Something really off about that. Now you can argue, well, it could be a homeless person's like cart or something. Yeah, but what are they doing with large like chunks of rock or concrete or something, or a mix of concrete and rock? Is that a weapon of some sort they were going to plan to use it on the other homeless people? What's the deal? Like these big ass things too. We got some hobo wars that I don't know of that's coming back again. Making a resurgence. The hobo wars, that's I think that used to be a television show or something like that. Homeless people fighting. Something like that. I think there wasn't there? I'm pretty sure they had something like that back then. If not, it might be like some kind of a parody show that was using homeless people as a joke with fighting or something. I don't know. Make sure you don't get the hobo stab park either. Damn, like where the frick is this secret room and crap? I'll take that though. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, over the years, I've walked around just wherever. That's like my main source of transportation, and it's my legs. And I just find weird stuff along the way. My hometown, like, has quite a bit of just junk everywhere. Not everywhere, but you know what I mean. Proportionally, there's more junk along the way, walking long distances or something, than here. Well, depending where you go, I suppose. I mean, some parts of this town I live in, there's quite a bit of junk over a bluff area or something, but that's technically hidden away. Oh, wait a minute. There's a reroll machine, you silly goose. That's just like a cosmic joke. Huh. I don't think I want that. You saw in the jar, you can just blow it out your arse. If I were to take that mushroom item, it probably would give me more tears up, but it would make my damage so much worse. What are we going to do about all the shopping carts? And when I see the shopping cart thing too, I was also reminded about Trailer Park Boys and Bubbles taking all these shopping carts from this mall and throwing over a ravine and coming back and getting them at, during the dark or something or closing hours. Just some sinister stuff. All right, let's re-roll. Hopefully, that's not good enough. Holy shit, game. Well, maybe if you didn't spend all that money on the shop, maybe you wouldn't have this issue. Oh, gee, wonder how I would have known that there would have been a present in a secret room with a reroll unless I was reading people's feedback about the daily. That's like saying, like, you know, you play a video game or something that comes out, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna like get myself spoiled before I get the game that I really want to get. That way I'm gonna have so much fun just knowing what's gonna happen ahead of time. I don't know how many people are like that. I don't know if there's people who are like that in the world. I assume there are. There's some sick people out there. I wish them for the best. Hey, health up. You know, Soul Lazarus is like the worst fucking ruin. Out of all the ruins I've been given from this ruin mimicker, that's the damn worst. I mean, it's a good one up just in case I die, but I can't use it. Otherwise, I'll die and be a half a heart. Oh, we did technically get a damage and tears up with Succubus. The suck. I guess when I was watching also, The Trailer Park Boys thing, I had a recommendation too when I was looking the video search bar. Oh, it's like a season 1 feedback thing about the first episode. It's like long before the first episode, they're trying to do a different take with the characters. So Ricky doesn't have the sideburns, and he's working security, and then what's his other name? See, there's Ricky, there's Bubbles, and there's a third one. I'm blanking on the name. Shit, what is the name? I have it. It's like the tip of my tongue right now. Fuck, what was it? I should know this. I watched the show, like, probably pretty much all the episodes at this point. Why am I struggling with the names tonight? Am I because I'm just tired? That's probably it. Let's just blame the lack of sleep with memory loss. Damn, what was the name? Julian. That's right, Julian. So anyways, Julian was the boss of Rick, and Julian worked at the other place too, but he wasn't holding the alcohol either. It was another thing. His signature holding a glass of, I think, whiskey or something. Let's face it, I don't think I'm going to make the boss rush, by the way. Unless I get like an Emperor card for the next floor. Go straight there and then be lucky enough to find the boss floor after that. Or we get the Emperor card and it's an XL floor, which would actually do it. I am not grabbing that damn thing. Actually, you know what? I am going to grab that damn thing. I'm sorry. We're not going to use that ruin memory card much, by any means. It's coming to the point now that it's behind me. It's not going to help me so much. Where the fuck's this secret room? I didn't think it was there. But then why you try looking for it like that if you already know it wasn't going to be there? I just wanted to check to see maybe I placed that bomb wrong earlier, but I don't think I did. But who knows? All right, just more stuff. More health. Worth it. Where's my damage? I need more damage. We can pop this every room, be clear. That's nice. No point in here, because it's just whatever. The hell. I wonder how much, I wonder how often shopping carts were getting stolen back in the day. When they were first, like, introduced. Like, I've been, you know, it's interesting kind of think about shopping cart thefts with Trailer Park Boys, because there's been a huge increase of people taking off with merchandise using the carts by pushing them out the door and sneaking off with merchandise. They're losing billions of dollars, these retailer companies. And anyways, I think it was Target. It's been experimenting with new cart technology that if it hits a certain perimeter, it's basically a geofence, where if it hits a certain area, then it automatically stops the cart and locks the wheels and everything. Just like, well, couldn't they just do that a lot sooner? Before the whole COVID thing? Because, like, I know the COVID thing would definitely, like, accelerated thefts of all sorts of stuff. It's getting freaking out of the hand. But yeah, it's just, I mean, what else are you gonna do? I mean, the part of the cart theft thing, it's like they push it somewhere, right? And then they just either they steal the cart or they take the cart to such a far extent they load up whatever they stole out of the store, and then they just put it in their car and they leave the cart there. I mean, you have something like that too, or also you have like, or people are just lazy. You don't want to put the carts back, and it's like out somewhere. I've seen like two or three of them, uh, just sitting randomly at Walmart, including like this, like one of those motor scooter chair things you get at Walmart or whatever, uh, for assistance if you can't move around so much. Just kind of sitting right next to like the entrance, right, right near the damn road and stuff like that. It's like, what the hell? I'm gonna just leave it. And I'll admit though, then again, it's like, well, are you sure that person can have like very limited mobility to where they can't just like leave it in the indoors to where somebody can just, take it from them and then they just have to walk like 30 feet or something like that to the road. I guess that makes more sense. They have to leave it, and whoever's driving is they do whatever. I wish there was like an option where it's like, okay, well, can you like press something on there to where you can release the mechanical wheels so you can just push the thing? So like anybody can just do that if you see it in the middle of the way. Do they have something like that? I'm curious. Perhaps I was a little hasty with like, why are you so lazy leaving it? They probably have mobility issues, durr. I had a weird thought though, today when I seen that, and I was like, oh, they probably flew away. Just like funny, just like comically, just thinking that for a second. I was like, they probably flew away. That's why it's still here next to this road. It's like, I got my groceries. I can imagine like some old lady just like sitting in that scooter thing. And it's like, okay, I'm done shopping. And she just like parks next to the road. And then she just like flies upwards with a bag with just dozens of bags of groceries dangling on her arms and legs. Like she's some Mary Poppins. Oh, that's just silly. You're just acting silly tonight. You been on your silly pills? Oh yeah, the extra stuff, the good kush. Oh, soul hearts. Well, I guess I could just play this a couple times. Yeah, but your points. Yeah, but you ruin your first place chances, which is like pretty much zero, unless you're playing on the game system where it can't be manipulated with, everything. Oh yeah, I have that. I forgot. Tits. I'm not fighting you. I'm a pacifist. All right, all that for redemption. And whatever else I got that I forgot that I got. Lol. I guess if we say no to drugs, we can get a free prize. Oh yeah, we're taking that. That's how they're getting the boss rush and all those points today. They're ignoring the devil stuff and they're going for the angels. Holy shit, look at them go. By the way, I'm wondering when they're going to reboot Trailer Park Boys. I haven't looked into it since early COVID stuff or whatever was going on. I know the guy who played Jim Leahy passed away. It's like, shit, man. Like, taking the youth away from us. Oh, there's our Emperor card. I'll speak of the devil. He shall appear. I don't know how they're gonna like if they do bring it back. I don't know how they're gonna make it where it's like Leahy. You know, with what happened with Leahy, with the actor who played Leahy, because like here's the thing. This is the spoilers for the last episode of the last season of Trailer Park Boys, so just kind of throwing it out here. Of course, be forewarned. So spoilers. Okay. So, anyways, they left in the scene where they're tripping out with drugs in a cell. All of them, including Leahy. So I just don't know how, and then end spoilers. So I don't know how, like, end spoilers. So I don't know how that's going to be worked into the plot line with that. Like, if Leahy would have to be somehow killed off during this last part of the scene or not, I don't know. Like he got so stoned that he died. I mean, how do you play that? Because even with that kind of idea, then it'd be like too insensitive with it. Be like, oh wow, you know, he actually did die, and that was very insensitive to say that he died getting it, you know, having this to happen or whatever. I don't know what to say. I guess they'd probably find a replacement or whatever if they were to do it. Of course, again, easier said than done. With Netflix kind of just going under for the most part. Well, probably won't be around for another 10 years. But I don't know. Maybe it's just going to be the end of it somehow, and just going to leave it as a open interpretation kind of deal. I might look into that after this video and see like what exactly are the plans with something like that, or if they have any plans, or if it's on a timetable right now with things because of funding with Netflix, because they keep funding for weird projects. Keep hearing about memes about this show or this movie, The Bird Eye or whatever. Some woman with a blindfold wearing like rowing a boat with someone in there. Like that's all I know about it. I have never seen it. I don't know what the hell it's about. It's like, oh, you got to get the reference if you got a Netflix subscription and you watch it. It's like I don't want to do that. I used to pay for Netflix, but I hadn't for like, I don't know. Well, let's see. Would have been like probably about 4 years, maybe 5. So it's been a while, I'll admit. But you can't share your passwords, otherwise they'll ban you. Well, that's all silly. I mean, it shows like, oh, the company's so much like having financial issues that they're going after the customer base that's using these password things. I guess, or sharing passwords, and I guess that's just costing them a bunch of money when a bunch of people are doing that or something, sharing passwords, and they're trying to just ban their accounts. They must be in some deep loaded shit, Netflix is, with having to do that. Well, don't worry, Netflix. I got other ways to watch your content if I want to. I reject, Satan. Like, give me that damage up. Is it going to be a 1 damage up, or is it going to be like a weird percentage? Weird percentage. Shrimples that. And let's face it, I'm not going to go fight Hush with this build. I mean, I could, but my opinion, I don't wanna. Damage and shot speed, you know? That's helpful. 1 second. Get some water. So thirsty tonight. I had a salty pizza. Got a store-bought pizza. And I used to get this pizza back then. Same brand and everything, by the way. But I found out, like, it was last year or something. It's like, oh, it has canola oil in there. And I was like, well, why would it have canola oil in it? If it claims to be like, oh, there's no grains, there's no artificial crap in it, da da da. I was like, yet there's vegetable oil. Highly carcinogenic, full of omega 6s, which is highly inflammatory to the body. Highly toxic stuff. And yeah, it just confused the hell out of me with that. And so, anyways, I was looking at the pizza thing. It's like, oh, 2 for 1. It's like, I know this pizza is gonna have canola oil in it, da da da. But if I just have it once or something, twice, it's not gonna do anything to me too much. And I look in the back of it, and to my surprise, they actually got rid of the canola oil and they replaced it with olive oil. Which that's freaking huge. I'm like, well, I'll be damned. They made it healthier. Unbeknownst to me. At some point, after I stopped buying it, they did that. So bless them for that. Blessed them. And instead, we replaced it with gluten. Oh, I'm throwing up, guys. I was talking to someone today about, like, they thought about ordering a pizza from this top pizza place in the US, which they make into frozen pizzas and you can eat them and stuff like that, like really good, I guess. And talking about, oh, we just bring it to my place and cook it, but I'm like, well, oh, they were like, but then again, that's right, you probably don't want a gluten mess and da 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 and crumbs and have to clean it up. I was like, well, yeah. I mean, it's not that I have an allergy of touching gluten, that's the issue. Unless maybe if I have an open wound, I don't know if that would make me sick or not. I assume it would. If it enters my body somehow, one end or the other end, or a big cut somewhere, I assume it probably works the same way, right? Which reminds me now, there was an episode I've seen of My Strange Addiction years ago. They had a lady. Actually, it was a couple that was doing it. It was a couple who was doing this thing called a coffee apnea, whatever it's called. Just all sorts of shit here. Anemia, whatever. Essentially, it's like cleansing out your colon by sticking something in your rear and pouring something down in there. It's like coffee, essentially. And it I guess their reasoning is like, oh, it bypasses all these parts in your body so that way you get the fullest, like, benefits of the coffee and stuff like that with all the caffeine. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Sticking like some cylinder down, up your butt with a tube in or whatever, and you're regularly putting coffee up your butt. Oh, it's good for you too. We got a huge caffeine boost. Jesus Christ, Marie. I'm sorry, but that's just not normal. That's not right. I don't wake up one day, it's like I should just put coffee in my ass. That's not how it works. All right, range and shot. No, luck, that's right. And here's the thing, it's like I don't even know whether these people are like believing what they say it's true that they're actually doing this kind of thing because it's reality TV too. So sometimes people just make up shit or the station does or both just for clicks and views, the shock value. So I don't know if it's one of those things or these are actually nutty people. You just can't tell. Or extreme chiefs. I mean, I guess to some extent you can believe that it is really going on. To some extent. That's just way too late, my dude. I can't get that. Greed sack. Shove it up your butt. Get your extra benefits. Well, they had one episode of Extreme Cheapskate where there's this one guy who's been saving a bunch of money, pinching pennies by everybody like not going out to eat so much or go out to do anything fun so much. And he's been secretly saving all this money up. And he saves all these coins just to go out to eat once a year with the family, including his mother too. But the catch was like they only have to spend so much with what he had. So they would have to split for smaller serving sizes or just some weird shit like that. It's like, I mean, it's, oh, the stupid thing come up again. I mean, it's essentially like an addiction, right? It's just like addicted to saving money. Yeah, by living in extreme means of, I'm going to reuse my water. Like they had one family who were like reusing their pool water to wash dishes and stuff like that. Like, holy shit. I mean, and yet they have a house. Lol. I guess to be fair, maybe they're paying a mortgage on the house and they're being extreme cheapskates to deal with all the bills, including that. I guess you could say technically they probably didn't pay off their house. They even have one show I heard about of people buying homes or whatever. And this one family wanted to buy, like, they don't know whether to buy this one home or this other home. So instead, they just bought both of them. Well, yeah, we could just buy both houses. I mean, not a big deal. I'm like, whose demographic does this fall under? Because it's not me. Oh, wait, I've been in here, haven't I? Or is it just a deja vu room again? Oh, you little shit. The day of reckoning will come, my precious. Yeah, I have like the 600-pound life too, which, like, I know someone who watches that. Not like religiously, but like they watch it off and on that I know of. And it's just, I mean, I guess I'll admit I used to watch Hoarders quite a bit. So that's technically reality TV. But I think it's a little bit more raw stuff going on there than other shows where they just make up drama or something or stir the pot on purpose to make it look like it's though this drama, but it isn't. Or they just tweak something to make it look like there's something bad going on, but it's really not. Because like it's all the power of editing, right? You make it look like a certain light by doing something, then it's like, oh, they can't believe these people did that. Da da da. And you just take out the complete context out of it. I mean, the news does that all the time. Let's face it. So no different than reality television. Which, by the way, I used to watch Pawn Stars. One thing I didn't know was the people that are in the background of Pawn Stars, they're actors. They're not actually customers. And second of all, with having each of these characters know about, like, to an extent, all this, like, unusual knowledge of facts of all these items are being brought in. That's all staged, researched, and everything far ahead of time. And then even the person that's given the item to them is also scripted and rehearsed their own stuff. So it's just a bunch of bullshit. We're living in a simulation right now. Where it's like you don't know what's truth and what isn't. Dead Serial. It changed me forever as a person, really. Changed the way I notice things in life. Tears? Oh, okay. Dead Onion? It might be a bad thing, but it's piercing. Well, that's fine. Shot speed's not terrible. Daddy Long Legs. The daddiest of dads. Well, you get me the Sacred Orb in the end, all right. Guess I didn't have to speed up anymore. Wait until the AI starts, like, editing these television shows or coming up with ideas for the networks or doing the film. It just something weird, you know what I mean? I got this great idea for a television show. This artificial intelligence has spit it out for me. We're going to interview a hoarder who's also an extreme cheapskate, who's been visited by aliens, who wants to sell all their stuff to the pawn shop in Vegas. Just all it's a crossover nobody's gonna suspect, you know what I mean? The people from Hoarders, the one weird haired guy that believes in aliens that are create civilization. Or maybe he's bullshitting it, I don't know which. I think maybe I'm leaning towards more of the bullshit thing. Because he would take things out of context with some researchers too, from the episodes from what things were coming out with this some of the people that were interviewed. It's like, yeah, they're taking everything out of context of what I'm saying. It's like, oh well, I'm not surprised. That's how life works. Deal with it. And then you have, like, yeah, the History Network. But that's the thing. That's if they want to buy the stuff. That's if it's got any value. Kind of reminds me of an episode on Hoarders, like an early episode. I think it was in Florida or something. Somebody just kept buying stuff, and the house is actually kind of, for the most part, clean. I think. but it just starts with all sorts of just things that they bought, all new and everything. And they were running into an issue with bankruptcy and whatever. I think mortgage issues too. And then in the end, they let's see the score here first. 2,159th place. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty bad. That's like probably just as bad as if I were to lose. Like, died early on. But no, going on my point here. So the person ends up selling everything, but then it didn't even come close to the value of what he spent for this stuff. And then shortly afterward, because this is in the epilogue at the end of it, it was like, in the end of it, it was like, then later, like some months later, he suffered like a major heart attack. I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, just things just catch up to people. It's crazy. One thing after another, Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.